name is Kendall King, and I'm the CEO, and I'm also an advisor here. The short version of the why is I recognize that there were not enough firms, maybe even not one firm, that I felt like was creating the right opportunities for young financial planners. I would say humble, hungry, and fun. My favorite quote is by Zig Ziglar, and he was quoted as saying, "Money won't make you happy, but everyone wants to find out for themselves." It's one of my favorite quotes because I've seen it firsthand. As far as what I made early versus what I make now, I've seen it as a financial advisor. I've seen it with my friends. I know people who make a ridiculous amount of money and are not happy. I know some people that make a modest amount of money, and they're some of the happy people I know, and then everything in between. So I think it really has a lot of wisdom in it that we should all pay attention to. There's nothing I wouldn't eat except when I ate liver, I felt like I was going to throw up, and it was just like the texture and the smell, and it just wasn't for me. First thing I would buy if I won the lotto? That's a great question. I mean, if we're just talking something for fun, I would probably, what I'd probably do? I'd probably go buy like a basketball gymnasium, just so my kids and my friends always had a gym they could go play basketball, practice at. Yeah. Favorite sport to play, start there, is without a doubt is basketball. It's got my heart, always been my favorite. To me, there's nothing like it. It brings me a lot of joy, and I happen to think that some of the best athletes play it. The one I like to watch the most, surprisingly, even though I do love watching basketball, it's college football, specifically OU Sooners. When I was a kid, I got to go to a game, and I fell in love with the team and the atmosphere, and it's just a great experience. I don't think there's any sport better to watch than college football. Yeah, so I'll give you two. One where I'm by myself. I love being by myself sometimes, and I love to just read, and both things that are personal development stuff, but I also love biographies, whether it be like historical figures or sports figures. So I love that. But I'd say overall, my favorite thing to do outside of basketball is just hang out with my family. I just love being with my family, and we do a lot of cool stuff together, whether it be watch movies together, playing games together, doing cool vacations together, things like that. Yeah, so I would say first of all, I think I'm very fortunate that I haven't had some of the challenges that a lot of people have had. But also, everyone in their own way have challenges that may not seem hard for other people, but they seem hard for themselves. I think for me, the hardest challenge in my life was early in my career. I was trying to actually break into this industry that I'm in, and it was really hard, and I didn't have hardly any success. I was broke. So financially it was a real struggle to know if we were going to get to the next month, which is kind of weird for me, because growing up I never really had to worry about food. I didn't have to worry about shelter. I didn't have to worry about things being taken care of. I was fortunate my parents were able to do that. So just the challenge of overcoming what I felt like was a lot of failure, and just not knowing where the next paycheck was going. Yeah, and there's so many, but I would say the thing that comes to mind first is I love how everyone here supports each other. You know, what's kind of interesting is like we have a lot of competitive people here, some former athletes, people that, you know, are very successful in their own right individually, but I love it that everyone is here to support each other, and I think a good sign of a great team is when we can be happy for each other's successes and accomplishments, and that just makes me really, really proud, and it makes it a fun and great place to be a part of every day.